Iran has claimed that it has shot down a US-made MQ-9 Reaper drone. According to Iranian officials, the drone had entered their airspace, prompting an immediate response in which it was brought down. In a statement released by Tehran, authorities emphasized that they will not tolerate any violation of their sovereignty or territorial boundaries. However, there has been no official confirmation or denial from the United States so far, leaving the situation unclear. Defense analysts say the MQ-9 Reaper is an advanced drone used for both surveillance and strike missions. If the claim is accurate, it could mark a significant development. Incidents like this have the potential to further escalate tensions in an already volatile region. It's also important to note that claims of this nature require independent verification, as conflicting statements from different countries have emerged in the past.
Meanwhile, Iran has made another claim, saying it has targeted one of Israel's advanced F-15 fighter jets. According to Iranian sources, the incident occurred when the Israeli aircraft allegedly entered Iranian airspace, possibly for a planned operation. Iran says it responded immediately by activating its air defense systems and successfully engaging the jet. On the other hand, there has been no full confirmation or denial from Israel. In the past, similar incidents have often been accompanied by conflicting statements from both sides. Analysts say that if this claim proves to be true, it could pose a significant challenge to Israel's air superiority. And this development comes at a time when tensions in the region are already running high, with a noticeable increase in aerial and missile activity in recent days. Defense experts warn that incidents like this could not only expand the scope of conflict but may also signal the early stages of a larger military confrontation in the region. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated once again, as Lebanon's militant group Hezbollah has claimed responsibility for an attack inside Israel. Reports indicate that the attack targeted a vehicle, resulting in the death of one person. Following the incident, fears spread throughout the area, while security forces quickly moved in to secure the scene. Meanwhile, international media outlets, including The Guardian, reported hearing explosions in Jerusalem, raising concerns that the attacks could spread further. In response, sirens sounded in Tel Aviv, and residents were advised to stay alert and exercise caution. Analysts note that this attack comes at a time when tensions between Iran and Israel are already at a peak, and Hezbollah's involvement could further complicate the situation. Experts warn that if the violence continues, the conflict could escalate into a broader regional war, with consequences that would affect not just the Middle East, but potentially the wider world. In another development, a shocking report has emerged from Bahrain, where a missile incident has raised serious questions about security systems. According to reports, on March 9th, a missile landed in a residential area in Bahrain, leaving at least 32 people injured. Initially, the incident was believed to be a possible external attack, but later investigations revealed a significant detail. Sources indicate that the missile was actually part of a U.S. Patriot defense system, which was reportedly misfired and ended up striking within the same area. The incident not only caused panic among local residents but has also raised concerns about the reliability of advanced U.S. defense systems. Notably, there has been no official statement or apology from the United States so far, drawing criticism from various quarters. Defense experts say that if this incident was indeed the result of a technical malfunction, it could seriously call into question the safety and dependability of modern defense systems deployed in the region. Meanwhile, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has claimed that it successfully targeted and destroyed an Israeli F-16 fighter jet using a missile. Iranian media reports that the operation was carried out with the support of advanced air defense systems and is being described as a major achievement. On the other hand, the Israeli military has dismissed the claim, stating that while one of its aircraft did enter Iranian airspace during an operation and came under the radar of their defense systems, the pilot managed the situation in time and the jet returned safely without any damage. Meanwhile, a new debate has emerged regarding Iran's missile program. Reports indicate that a missile landed near a joint U.S.-UK military base in the Indian Ocean, roughly 1,600 kilometers from Iran. This base plays a key role in global military operations and is home to more than 2,500 personnel, the majority of whom are U.S. troops. The incident has raised questions within international defense circles about the actual range of Iran's missile capabilities, as reaching this distance was previously considered unlikely. Iranian sources have denied the attack, but defense analysts warn that the incident could further escalate regional tensions. It also underscores the growing complexity of military operations in the Middle East, suggesting that even remote bases may now be at potential risk. Experts say this event is likely to prompt a reassessment of Iran's missile program on a global scale, with the U.S., UK, and other allied nations considering strategic measures in response. Following the missile incident near Diego Garcia military base, a fresh debate has emerged over Iran's missile program. Questions are being raised about whether Iran now has the capability to strike targets 4,000 kilometers or more away, whereas previously their range was believed to be around 2,000 to 2,500 kilometers. Defense experts note that many countries often conceal the true extent of their missile capabilities to prevent adversaries from accurately gauging their military strength. Analysts now say that Iran's missile program must be examined from a new perspective, and estimating its actual capabilities has become a matter of global significance. Iranian sources have denied involvement in the incident, raising further questions about the missile's origin and who actually fired it. Some analysts suggest the possibility of a third party taking such actions to escalate tensions and create a pretext for limiting or dismantling Iran's missile program. This development highlights the increasing risks in the Middle East, where missile technology and international tensions intersect, creating new potential flashpoints for military conflict. Meanwhile, a strike was reported on one of Iran's nuclear facilities, where missiles were used. Israel has denied any involvement in the operation. Some reports suggest that so-called bunker buster bombs may have been used for the first time, a move Iranian officials have described as a violation of international law. Fortunately, no radiation leaks were reported, and nearby areas were not exposed to any immediate danger. At the same time, Iran launched a retaliatory response, firing missiles toward Israel's nuclear city of Dimona. The site is considered highly significant, as it houses sensitive nuclear research facilities. Videos circulating online suggest the strike was intense, sparking fear and panic among civilians. Defense analysts say these developments are raising serious questions about the effectiveness of Israel's defense systems and could further escalate tensions in the region. According to experts, the strikes on Natanz and Dimona may signal a new phase of military confrontation in the region. They indicate that Iran is willing and capable of utilizing its nuclear and missile capabilities, while Israel and its allies are now facing increasingly complex security challenges. In another escalation, Iran launched a ballistic missile strike on an Israeli city, resulting in widespread destruction. Several buildings were damaged, at least 6 people were killed, and more than 70 others were injured. According to reports, the missile directly hit its intended targets, while Israel's air defense systems reportedly failed to intercept it despite multiple attempts. Following the incident, and amid growing security concerns, the Israeli government announced the suspension of all in-person classes nationwide to ensure the safety of students. Analysts say the attack, along with the closure of educational institutions, highlights how Iran's missile operations are impacting not just military targets, but also civilian life and social systems. It also underscores the increasing challenges facing Israel's defense infrastructure as tensions continue to rise. Meanwhile, Iran reportedly launched 3 ballistic missiles toward Saudi Arabia. According to reports, one of the missiles was intercepted by air defense systems, while the other 2 landed in uninhabited areas. Following the incident, Saudi authorities took a strong diplomatic step against Iran's mission. The military attaché at the Iranian embassy, along with an assistant and 3 other officials, were declared persona non grata and ordered to leave the country within 24 hours. Analysts say the missile attack and the swift diplomatic response highlight how tensions between Iran and Saudi Arabia are now escalating beyond the military domain into the political and diplomatic arena. It also raises serious concerns about regional stability as the situation continues to evolve. As the situation in the Middle East continues to evolve rapidly, it is becoming increasingly clear that the conflict has entered a dangerous new phase. Rising tensions between Iran, Israel, the United States, and Gulf nations are posing a serious challenge not only to regional stability, but to global peace as well. In a message addressed to Islamic and neighboring countries, Iran's president stated that Tehran has no conflict with them, claiming that the only beneficiary of the current situation is the Zionist state. Meanwhile, Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, emphasized that the war has been imposed on Iran and that the country is acting purely in self-defense. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump, in a post on Truth Social, claimed that Iran's leadership has weakened. He warned that if Iran does not reopen the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours, the United States could target Iran's power plants. In response, Iran issued a strong warning, stating that if its power facilities are attacked, it would retaliate by targeting power stations in Gulf countries. Analysts say these statements from both sides are significantly escalating tensions in the region and could potentially trigger serious military and economic consequences. In the coming days, it will be crucial to see which direction this situation takes. Will diplomatic efforts succeed in easing tensions, or will the conflict escalate even further? That question still remains. For now, that's all from us. We'll be back with more updates as the story continues to develop. Stay with us.